Each of us is free to seek the Shakespearean author of our own imagination. We can freely wonder, what type of person could have penned such fathomless wisdom and wit? Mark Twain wondered extensively about this. He had a finely tuned ear and could hear the language and idiom of the law in line after line of Shakespeare, seeming almost to comprise the very turn of the author's thoughts. Little wonder, then, that we find the lowly gravediggers in Hamlet rehearsing an argument from Hales versus Pettit, a 1554 case bearing on suicide and property law. Of course, they mix up the facts, but that's all part of the fun. Twain believed that the plays likely flowed from the prodigious mind of Francis Bacon. I like the 17th Earl of Oxford, tutored in the law from an early age, and heir to one of England's most prestigious earldoms. At age 12, upon the death of his father, he was called by Queen Elizabeth to begin his wardship at court. Oxford answered the call and rode into London accompanied by 140 horsemen. This young man had a flair for the dramatic. Oxford's early life and young manhood was full of the sunshine and glory of favor from the Queen. And then came dark years of dashed hopes, treachery and intrigue, shame, and the eventual squandering of his lands and treasure. All the kinds of things you look for in a Shakespearean play. Oxford ultimately married into wealth and lived out his final 12 years in unaccustomed financial comfort and a rarefied solitude. No longer compelled to perform at court, he was free to craft, polish, perfect, and publish a steady stream of plays, the precious heirs of his invention. This stream grew to a furious torrent, continuing till his death, and leaving an incredible 20 plays unpublished until the printing of the first folio nearly 20 years later. One play rose to the surface, commanding a supreme effort of will and the summoning of his finest powers. An authorized version was published in 1604, the year of his death. It is without doubt his magnum opus, the transcendent accomplishment of a lifetime. It is Hamlet, his own personal Greek tragedy, weaving a tortured tale of woe, tempered with comic relief, and ending in mayhem and blood. It was Oxford's closing argument, a final plea to the jury of the world and posterity to hear his story and render fair poetic justice, hopefully seasoned with divine mercy. Why should we quibble over who wrote Shakespeare? An author of the imagination can immensely enhance our appreciation of the plays and can inspire in us great wonder and awe. Just what the author of my imagination would have hoped for.